Song that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because.
It is the song that never ends. Do you remember driving your brothers and sisters and your parents insane singing the song that never ends? Good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandye. Hey, there's a reason we played that song first. Do you know what it is, Indy?
Could it be National Sherry Day?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It is the day that we remember Sherry Lewis. This is the day she died. No, this is the day she died.
Oh, we should sing a sad song.
Yeah, no. Sherry would never want us to sing a sad song. And by the way, you look lovely today. Check this out, kids.
Oh, you put your...
Oh, yeah. Hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dressed for work. I mean, it's Monday. I mean, he's a doctor. He's got to see his patients. He's a doctor. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. It is Sherry Lewis Day, and we do remember her today. She died way too early. She had cancer. You should read about her. What a happy lady. She had a tough life. She had one daughter who wrote some wonderful things about how strong and terrific and brave and bold and creative and kind and wonderful she was. The kind of stuff you would like someone to say about you when you're gone. Yeah. And it sounded like it was totally from the heart. And how could it not be? This is the woman who gave us lamb chop, for crying out loud. Yeah. Have you seen the meme that's going around? I think maybe I'll post it just because it just cracked me up. But she gave us lamb chop, and she gave us Charlie horse, and she gave us hush puppy. Ugh, I think that's why I love animals. I think it's because of Sherry Lewis. She was just so yummy. She was actually more my little brother than me time-wise. She was a little bit later than my time watching kiddie shows, but you had to love her. Yeah. Who doesn't love lamb chop, right?
Right, but does everybody know about who was the dog's name?
Yeah, Hush Puppy.
Hush Puppy. Oh,
Hush Puppy.
I never heard of Hush Puppy.
You didn't? Oh my, I love Hush Puppy.
Oh.
I have a girlfriend whose birthday's coming up, by the way. And I remember years ago, I said to her, you know, you look like Charlie Horse. And she was so offended. She was so offended. I meant it so endearingly. And yeah, she didn't take it that way at all. She was very upset with me. So when I spoke to her yesterday, since it's, her birth month and all, I told her it was okay. She didn't look like Charlie Horse anymore. She looked like lamb chop. And she thought that was okay. That was right. Oh, it's a song that never ends. I swear to you, I drove my brothers crazy. It was like 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99. One elephant went out to play on a spider's web one day. He had such enormous fun. He called another elephant to come. 2 elephants. Should I go on?
I think not.
Okay. All right. I know so many annoying songs. So many annoying songs. Ask Indy. I sing everything. It's true. He made fun of me yesterday because he said even when something happens and the
yes, it goes on and on.
See, I put it right back at you there.
Right at me. He gave me some of my own medicine. All right. It's a song that never ends. Good morning, Stephen. Oh my God, lamb chop is right. I want to know how Opa's doing, so you need to join us, Opa, and let me know how you're feeling today. I want to give you a Fritzy report, especially to Opa, because I know Opa did some really special artwork. Did you know that, Indy?
Who did?
Opa did some special artwork and sent it to Fritzy. She even showed me a picture of the cutest ostrich you ever saw in your whole life. And I have not seen it show up in Fritzy's room. So I started looking for it on Friday, and I looked for it on Saturday, and I looked for it on Sunday, but they have a new manager in the dementia ward, so to speak. And she's supposed to be in today. So when I go over there today, you bet I'll be asking her where Fritzy's mail is. Because here's the thing. There was not one birthday card in Fritzy's room. Not one. I'm a little concerned about this.
Well, they cleared them all out.
I don't know. Why she wouldn't get her mail, but there was no mail in there. So I need to go look for some mail. I need to see who's been stealing Fritzy's birthday cards. That's what I want to know. Chicken update.
By the way, I found a picture of Hush Puppy.
You did?
Yeah.
Do you want to show it? Wait, here.
Well,
What if my computer meets your computer?
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. Kind of. Boy,
Hush
was
Puppy
she
was
young or whatever? Huh?
Oh, yes, that's Hush Puppy. Can you see it? I can see it. Yeah, that's Sherry and Hush Puppy. She was pretty young right then.
Boy, the other ones I don't even recognize.
They were the sweetest puppets, weren't they? We did a lot with puppet. Do you remember Kukla, Fran, and Ollie? Did you watch Kukla, Fran, and Ollie?
No, I kind of knew about them, but I
didn't like them. I thought the puppets were a little scary.
And the names were too strange.
Yeah, Kukla, Ollie. Now I like the name Ollie. In fact, I have a great nephew named Ollie, and he's adorable. But at the time, Ollie was kind of weird. Kukla, Fran, and Ollie. Nope, didn't like them. I used to watch the, do you remember Ding Dong School with Miss Francis?
I do remember that. But
I
can see why your
love
friend would
that.
be offended at being called Charlie Horse.
Oh, you can? Yeah. Well, but she reminded me of Charlie Horse because Charlie Horse was, I love Charlie Horse.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Lamb Chop was always like really sweet, but Charlie Horse kind of always got into trouble.
The contrarian. And
Yeah, I like that about Charlie Horse. Oh, well. Opa, good morning. You did show. Thank you. How are you feeling? I have to know. Opa had some work done, some surgery. Her body's getting fixed. And I know she's in recovery. I want to know how that recovery's going. I started to do a chicken update. I have nothing really to report other than Billie Jean has this, like, it said in what I read that when the what do you call it? The comb and the wattles start to get really big and bright red, it's time for them to start laying. Or they're not hens, they're roosters. I'm getting worried because every morning he crows every morning.
But she doesn't do a full cock-a-doodle-doo.
She doesn't?
No.
Could you do an imitation for us?
Just a instead of.
Oh, okay. Well, the other one was clearly different.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be looking for eggs any day. And Felicia's like weeks older than the other two, and she hasn't started. But we'll know when Felicia lays her first egg because it's going to be green. What kind of hen is she?
Araucana.
An Araucana.
Actually, an Americana.
Americana. She's an Americana, and she lays green eggs. How cool is that? So we'll be sure and tell you. Oh, no, we don't know that there are no transgender chickens. We don't know that. Because I'm getting a little worried about Billie Jean, because I think she's having some difficulties.
Billie Jean seems to prefer he, him pronouns, yeah.
Yes, he prefers those. I think so. All right. We've been watching the Olympics. Have you been watching the Olympics? Someone actually said to me the other day, oh, I don't watch the Olympics. How can you not watch the Olympics? Never mind the competitions, even if you don't like the sports, the stories. Oh my God, the commercials. I'm all day doing this, right? Oh my God, that's so touching. That's so moving. I love when somebody sets out to do something and makes it happen. In fact, that has to do a lot with today's word art. We'll get to that. But be thinking about intention. Intention is so powerful, but not enough by itself. Okay. So Opa says she's slow because she has only one side she can use right now. And Stephen doesn't watch the Olympics. You know what? I love when America gets a medal. I think that's awesome. But I love when somebody gets a medal because somebody worked their butt off to be there and to like give it all they got. Okay, we'll move on from the Olympics. It's Dinosaur Day. Riddle me this. How is it that little children don't know so much and have so much trouble remembering their address and their phone number and how to tie his shoes, but they have no trouble remembering the names of dinosaurs that you and I can't even name? What is that? What is that kind of learning? I remember when I was a third grade teacher, we were studying dinosaurs. Second grade? I don't remember. I taught all different grades, but I used to write these songs for the kids to learn the dinosaurs' names. They didn't really need the songs. I did, but they enjoyed singing them. Things like, oh, Triceratops has 3 horns on his head. Wow.
Bailey's a little rambunctious this morning.
Oh, the dogs are in here playing. Sorry. Oh, Triceratops has 3 horns on his head. 3 horns on his head. Keep him from being dead. Oh, Triceratops have 3 horns on his head.
You know, I was at a science conference when Pokemon was coming out and very popular. And there was a scientist there who was bemoaning his kids' involvement in Pokemon, saying how they get all the cards and they memorize all the stuff, and that this one evolves into that one, and how much power they've got. He said, when I was a kid, I did the same thing with the periodic table.
Don't get me started on chemistry. Don't even. But it's true. I mean, I listen to my grandson, knows every Pokemon character, every single one. All their history, why can't they learn about the presidents of the United States? Yeah, well, that might not, but the periodic table would.
Are chickens really the closest living relatives to dinosaurs?
Is that true?
Well, it's not a false statement, but it's very misleading.
Oh.
According to some really good scientists here. But yeah, they're very primitive animals.
They're not that smart. I got to be honest with you. They're not that smart.
They're pretty smart at being chickens.
Yes, for chickens, they're smart. But for humans, not so much.
Else, yeah,
for anything else. For any other animal.
Walk out of gate, they can't figure out how to get back through it.
Yeah. But they're so cute. They're so fun to watch. They're so and I go out there and I bring these bags of frozen vegetables, like corn and peas and like that. And I scatter them like it's chicken feed because they're frozen and it's really hot here. So they get to eat these frozen little snacks and they just love it. They see me coming now and they come running because they want what I got. Oh, yeah. It's National Coloring Book Day. Do you color? Yeah, I don't because I never liked coloring inside the lines, but I guess you could tell that about me, can't you? Yeah, I don't think inside the box and I don't color in the lines. Sorry, not my thing. Happy birthday to James Baldwin. I remember having to read a lot of James Baldwin when I was in college. He really, really wrote some amazingly good essays, particularly in the area of racism. You might want to get your social justice juices flowing and check out some of the stuff he's written because he was quite the guy.
Where was he born?
He was born in Brooklyn, I think, right?
Close.
I
think more black people than white.
Where? In the Bronx?
Harlem.
Oh, in Harlem.
Yeah.
In Harlem. But I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Guess what? He went to Clinton DeWitt High School. You don't care. But I care because my BFF, my Fred, who passed away, my Fred, who was also my father-in-law. Remember we talked about him the other day. He went to Clinton DeWitt. And you know what? I think, Indy, that they would have been there about the same time. Because if I got this right, James Baldwin was born in 1924. And I'm pretty sure Fred was born in 1924.
He was your BFF.
He was my BFF father-in-law. He was everything to me.
Let's have him not chew on the electric cord?
No. No, Bailey.
That's the electric cord.
Bailey is chewing on an electric cord. We have a little emergency here.
Oh shit! That's my computer cord. You bad dog. Gosh darn it!
Oh.
My computer cord. Shit.
Uh-oh. He said a bad word. Shh. Don't anybody listen to that part, okay? I don't blame him. Computer cords are not for chewing, Bailey.
The wire is exposed now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see him doing it.
I thought he was chewing on my teddy bear, but no.
No, he was chewing on a teddy bear and a wire. Bailey is a chewer. Okay, I know you all have ways to get him to stop chewing. He's got 4,000 toys in here. I should show you what the mess is on the floor. Oh, he must have been chewing on those too, huh?
Well, he was playing that earlier, and I was playing with him, trying to keep him occupied. But then he's
Oh no, but he's got the. Are you enjoying our domestic thing going on here? Oh my God, let's move on. It's National Ice Cream Sandwich Day. Best ice cream sandwich I ever had in my life was when Indy made these giant chocolate chip cookies and the ice cream to go in between them. That was the best ice cream sandwich I've ever had.
It's important to match the cookie to the ice cream.
Like, what do you mean? You made other kinds of cookies with other kinds of ice
Oh,
creams?
sure, yeah.
Like?
I've made snickerdoodles to go with hippie chai IA and dark chocolate walnut fudge brownie cookies to go with dark chocolate fudge walnut brownie ice cream. You know, stuff like that.
Anybody getting hungry? And it's only breakfast time. Okay, it's take a penny, leave a penny day. You know those little jars that you see sometimes by the checkout counter, and it says take a penny, leave a penny. So they're either little dishes or jars, and if you don't have the right change, you take a penny, leave a penny. I like to think of take a penny, leave a penny a little more figuratively, like do a good deed, be the recipient of a good deed. Yeah, like that. I think that would be nicer.
Wait, just one question. What is this penny thing you're talking about?
Oh, okay. Well, that's part of the controversy of take a penny, leave a penny. You know, there are countries where they don't use pennies anymore. I was in Australia like 10 years ago, more than that maybe. They were already not using pennies anymore. We still use pennies.
No,
I can't tell you why.
You can't use them here where I live.
You can't?
Where's that?
Oh, because people use credit cards.
No, you can't
Why?
use them here where I live.
Why?
Where do you live? You ask.
Where do you live?
2021.
Sorry. Okay, people write checks and use credit cards, right? But some people are still scraping together the pennies to, buy the groceries. Let them, I say, leave $1, take $1.
There you go. Now we're done.
Yeah, and leave a penny, take a penny. I don't get that.
Yeah, Venmo me a tip. Something like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Support your local Kickstarter.
Okay. Or sometimes there's GoFundMe's that, sorry, I'm a fan. I need of GoFundMe's. Yeah. I think when people really need help, that's a great way to let people know you need help. And if you need help, you got to ask for it, right? Right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Pennies are very important in a cash society. Some of us don't live in a cash society. Some of us do. Hey, I was having an issue this morning, and I want to talk about it for a minute. It is so important to me to get the part straight in my hair. And is that like being, what's the word, when you have to have everything just so?
Vain?
Oh. No, not vain. Like when I'm setting the table, the knives have to point in. Yeah. And the fork has to be on the left and the knife and spoon on the right. And they have to all be lined up and all the plates have to be going the same direction. What do you call that? Anal retentive?
Careful and fastidious.
Careful and fastidious. I like that a lot better than anal retentive.
Well, even that's better than anal expulsive. That's the other part you don't want to get into.
No, I don't want to get into that. Anyway, I just want to know, am I the only one who cares about the part in your hair? I remember when I used to comb my grandson's hair, or back in the day when I would help my brothers with their hair, I was like magnificent at getting the part perfectly straight. And when I was little and I had pigtails, and I did have pigtails, by the way, like you can kind of, I had pigtails. The part had to be perfectly straight right down the middle. Doctor, what do you think?
Well, kind of like with the pennies. Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
What is this hair stuff that you are talking about?
Wait a minute.
What
Ask me
is
that
this?
question
Is
again.
my part straight? Let's see.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That's bragging.
This conversation only applies to those of you who have hair.
That's right, yeah.
Now, what does it say? God made some beautiful heads, and the rest he covered with hair. Okay, what else? Mary Louise Parker. It's her birthday. Do you know who that is?
No, who's that?
Oh my God, she's the cutest little actress. You've seen her.
Have I?
Do you remember the I think it was a Netflix show, but I'm not positive. It might have been HBO. Weeds. It went on for years.
Oh yeah.
That was Mary Louise Parker.
Oh yeah.
And that movie that I love so much with Bruce Willis, Reds and Reds 2, with Helen Mirren, and I mean, I love that. She's the younger girl in Reds.
Does she look a little like Donnie?
She might look a little like Donnie. Yeah, a little bit like Donnie. Here we go. Look at that. Looks a little like my daughter. Well, she looks a lot like me, don't you think? We look so similar.
There's that part.
Yeah, there's that. Anyway, happy birthday.
But her part's not straight.
Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem for me. Carol O'Connor's birthday. Everybody knows who Carol O'Connor is. Even if they don't know him by name, everybody knows him. You know who he is?
Yeah.
Archie Bunker. Yeah, he was the original. He was the guy. All in the Family. Yep. What else have I got here? Oh, today is the anniversary of the death of Wild Bill Hickok. Did you know he was a real person? And he actually died in Deadwood. Cool, right?
In a shootout?
Why in a shootout? What? Well, actually, it wasn't a shootout. Somebody shot him while they were playing poker.
Oh.
I mean, like, come on. If you were Wild Bill Hickok, wouldn't that be a great way to die?
That'd be better than athlete's foot, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? He says that all the time. Whenever somebody dies, he says, yeah, well, that's a better way to go than athlete's foot. You know why?
No, don't tell him.
I can tell you a story about Indy. Yeah. He almost died of athlete's foot years ago. I won't tell you the whole story. And he didn't die. But yeah, you know, we joke about that. That can be real.
I think the guy shot him because of his mustache.
Wait, look. Can you see him? He does have quite a mustache on him.
There you go.
It always cracks me up when I see men with mustaches like that these days. Yeah. It's like, really, what? You're in the wrong century, pal. Woo!
Yeah, it goes down to where the beard.
Okay, 1934, the Marijuana Tax Act. It was 1934 when a law was passed that made marijuana and any byproducts of marijuana illegal. I don't know what happened that made that happen, but it was like, that was even before the Beat Generation got into it, as far as I know. So what happened, Indy, maybe you can find out, in 1934 that made that happen? On this day in 1961, the Beatles, I know, the world's favorite band, the Beatles had their very first gig. They were a house band in Liverpool at a place called the Cavern Club. But it wasn't with Ringo. They had a different drummer there then. Do you remember the drummer's name?
Who was that? I'm still back on the other.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm into the Cavern Club in Liverpool when the Beatles first started as the house band.
Oh, okay.
But Ringo wasn't with them then.
Right.
There was another drummer.
Yeah. Don't know.
And every time I think of Ringo, and by the way, and I think it's not really true. I think it was George, they say, said this, but apparently it's not really true. He said, Ringo is not the world's greatest drummer.
Do you think Ringo's the best drummer in the world?
I not only don't think he's the best drummer in the world, he's not even the best drummer in the Beatles. I don't think he really said that, but you know, who knows? Okay. This is important to me.
It was Harry Anslinger, by the way, who was the guy that started the marijuana prohibition.
Harry Anslinger?
Anslinger. He is the
Anslinger?
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know, but he definitely started for something. Indy's checking on this for us. Yeah. It was right after the Depression, because it was in 1934. The Depression was 2930. So I don't know. Okay, in 1998, this is important. Well, maybe not to you, but to me. The Beastie Boys, Hello and Nasty, 2 songs. Anyway, they got an album that hit #1, their Nasty album, and it was there for 3 weeks. They were these like white, I think they were Jewish, white Jewish rappers, the Beastie Boys. I might have made that up, but they weren't black and they weren't your normal rappers, and they were filthy most of the time, or at least by the standards then. And my kids loved them. They were little, but they loved the Beastie Boys. And I figured it was easier to join them instead of fighting them. So the Beastie Boys album, let me see if I wrote down the name of it because I really loved that album. Okay, you'll maybe get the name of the album, but on that album were girls, dun, 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 yep, like that. Fight for your right to party. We each had our own lines. And as we would drive along, we would play the Beastie Boys at full bore. I think that was back in the days of 8 tracks or 4 tracks or something like that. Brass Monkey, No Sleep Till Brooklyn. I don't know. I was never a rap fan, but the Beastie Boys, I loved the Beastie Boys. Then, years later, there was a girl version of the Beastie Boys. My daughter's roommates in New York and another girl formed a group called, not my daughter, she was just friends with them, a group called Northern State. It was a 3-girl group of 3 white Jewish girls from upstate New York or something. So adorable, but like rappers. They were, okay, I don't know how good they were at rapping. It doesn't matter. They were such a joy to watch and listen to. And I loved it because they toured. And I remember they came to LA and toured with Tegan and Sarah. And I saw them, they were performing with their band in LA. A few times I saw them. But the band stayed with me. They all stayed at my house while they were in LA performing. It was so much fun.
Which band?
Northern State.
That was
Northern State, the all-girl group and their band. They all stayed at my house. It was so much fun. Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end.
1935 act.
Yes.
This Harry Ainslinger guy. He was wanting to move up in politics, and he was the drug czar. And when there weren't enough heroin and cocaine users, he began to talk about marijuana as being the big scourge. Here's some of his quotes. Reefer makes darkies think they're as good as white men.
Whoa.
There are 100,000 total marijuana smokers in the U.S., and most are Negroes, Hispanics, Filipinos, and entertainers. Their satanic music, jazz, and swing results from marijuana use. This marijuana causes white women to seek sexual relations with the Negroes, entertainers, and any others. That's how Reefer Banda started. This guy.
Wow.
Kind of guy.
Wow. It kind of makes you, whoa.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with that information.
When word around that the Anslinger referred to a black person as a gender-colored N-word. Yeah, marijuana, assassin of youth in American magazine. Anyway,
assassin of youth.
Yeah, it was a race baiting kind of thing.
Wow.
So 1934, we're still trying to undo that.
1934. This guy was a nut job. If he was alive today, he'd be in prison.
Well, no.
He'd be dead.
No.
If he was alive today, he'd be dead.
He'd be pardoned.
Not by me.
No.
Not by me. I got nothing for him. Nothing. Okay. Hey, let's just move on to the word art of the day. What do you say? I was pretty tough on people today with the word art.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because the word art today is intention without follow through. Meh. Not interested. Don't you get tired of people who say what they're going to do and then they never do it and they don't even attempt to do it? There's no action. I'm not interested in that. I like action.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something and you're going to say that you're going to do something, do it.
You know,
Do it.
I was going to make dog biscuits yesterday, but I didn't. It was, Dogist.
It was Dogist. And he did say that he was going to make dog biscuits to celebrate, and he didn't do it.
Mhm.
Then I'm not interested because I have no dog biscuits, right?
I got hung up on fixing the kitchen light.
Oh, yeah, but he did fix the kitchen light. It is so bright in there. The sun can't shine that brightly. Now I have the perfect place to take pictures of my word art because it's just so bright. I kind of want to move this back into there now because the lighting is so amazing. He did do a really good job twisting and putting wires together and our new light has no light bulbs in it. No light bulbs.
It's all LED.
LED. It's so cool. No light bulbs. It's just these little things that light up. I really like it. Okay. Anything?
One question for Steve. He said he's been to his grave on the side of a hill. Whose grave?
Oh, Wild Bill Hickok.
Oh, that's what it was.
Wild Bill Hickok. Yeah. Oh, we've been to his grave. Did you commune? Did you commune? Yeah. I just described Congress. You just described Congress. You know what? Yeah, I'm not going there. But yeah. Okay. My hat's off to you guys. You know why? Because today is Monday and you made it through another week and we're about to start a new week. Make this one all of it. I'm going up to LA this week, by the way. Yeah, I am. I'm going to see my godson. I'm pretty excited. And when I get there, you know what I'll be doing? I'll be sipping and smiling and beat the song that never ends. The show ends, but not the song. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.